Alright, welcome to the wonderful world of pump cleaning. Let me move this aside. Alright, so we got everything set up. Pretty much. Alright, here's the nasty pump that came back from the facility. Here's the stuff we're going to use to clean it. Here's the pads and the towels. Over here's our record book. That's where we're going to record the fact that it came back. And here's our waste basket. This is one for biohazard stuff because this came from a patient's room. It's really nasty. And then we're gonna go ahead and mark everything down everywhere that what we did was the correct way, or not so much correct way, but that it has been checked in that way. And then once we're done, we're gonna come over here to our pump wall, and we're gonna plug it in so it's charged. And then we're gonna come over here, get this out of the way. And these are little fun things I made this summer. Pretty cool one. And we're going to find the pump that it's at, which here. So we go here. It was a house pump. And then so we're cleaning it today. So we're going to adjust all that. Alright. So let's get over here. No time like the present. Let's see. Is that good enough? There. I hope. Now I wear a mask because it stinks. And if there's anything that could be possibly airborne, you know, I don't want to breathe that in, especially if this person was on a, if the person was on a nasty, whatchamacallit, antibiotic or something that, like C. diff or anything like that. You don't want to breathe that shit in. This goes in the waste. And immediately, we got to start cleaning this pump off. We start killing everything on here with sporicidin. With disinfectant, we spray all over the cord and everything. Open up the door. That's where your IV stuff goes in. The tubing. Alright. Immediately start wiping down the exterior portion of it, making it as clean as possible. Well, not so much clean, but just clean of germs. Any of these that I'm using are going into the waste basket. We don't put them in the regular trash because these have, these have touched the pump that was once attached to a living person that had an infectious, possible infectious disease. And if that's the case, we don't want to have any type of germ spread, so these will all get incinerated. Sorry. You know, it's a good thing these things can't hear that I said they're going to get incinerated, or else they might jump off the table and run away. Just saying. Alright. We're going to get a lot of residue on the table. I try to keep that cleaned up as much as possible. But this stuff here, it smells so bad. But I'm one of the only people here at this facility that can take the smell. The good part is, it creates this gigantic wall. People start to walk back towards the back of the building, and they immediately turn around. They smell it, and they just walk away. It's almost like I create my own little fortress of solitude. I like to call fortress of sporicidin. Pretty cool, huh? So that's nice and cleaned up. It doesn't take long at all. I usually keep extra towels just in case. Make sure that's nice and clean. We're going to go back over this and make sure everything's good to go. One thing I like to do is kind of twist these up. That way we can get into the smaller areas where you can have stuff resting. The sporicidin is going to kill it, but I don't like to leave any moisture on there at all. Last thing I want to do is have one of these pumps get damaged. Especially if it was my doing, I'd feel really bad. So we get in all the crevices, the crevasses. So that's good and clean. Yep, looking pretty good. This is not nearly as dirty. I mean, I think this pump was only out for a short time, less than a month or so. And this one was used actually as a house pump. So probably what happened was a patient needed it and was really sick, and they didn't have a way of cleaning it there, or not as thorough. So they sent it back to have me clean it, which is fine. I don't mind. Good times. Alright, so now that it's clean and everything's been wiped down, sometimes I'll just take a little bit and I'll spritz it on there just to kind of give it one last go over. Make sure there's nothing else on it. And I also undid this. Is what hooks onto the pole. Sometimes there's dirt in there. So when I was taught, they said to make sure you clean that and anywhere else on the inside. And then here's the serial number, which I'll annotate over here. That I cleaned it today, so it was returned this week. So that was what, 2/3/14, and I cleaned it on 2/5/14. Put my initials down, and that's all she wrote. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna go over here. And we're gonna see that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna check that it's in-house. Out facility, it's not. Patient, it's not checked out to anybody. Date out, it's not out anymore, and it's clean today, which is 2/5/14. Oh, this thing is due for inspection, so we'll probably go ahead and send that out for inspection here in a little bit. Everything's set up, and that's it. That's how we go about cleaning pumps in the wonderful world that this is. Awesome. All right. You guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for taking the time.